Welcome to the most unpopular topic ever. Stop snacking. Which seems cruel after all of these days of telling you the tasty low-carb treats you can make yourself. Right off the bat, that's still worthwhile. Just have your treats with your meals. Yeah. But this snacking all day long, this grazing, this habit we've adopted, it's bad for us. So maybe you don't want to take this baby step today, but know that this is our goal. Or it's probably your goal. I guess, if you're doing clean low carb, it's probably for one of three reasons. And two of the three, you're going to benefit tremendously by not snacking. So why keto? Why is this low carb diet often called a keto diet? It's because your brain can run, your body can run. I'm brain focused. Using energy from the glucose, the carbs we feed it all day, or ketones. Sort of like this. You want to heat your house. You could put logs on the fire in your living room all day long. And when you first put the logs on, the heat's going to flare up. It's going to get toasty. In fact, it's going to get hot for a while, and then it'll cool off. The fire dies down, you put more logs on. And maybe if you keep putting more logs on even before the fire dies down, that fire keeps flaring up, keeps getting a little overheated. Feeding your body all day long. Their body's running on glucose. And you've got more than you need, right? Because maybe when you're throwing those logs on after the room's already warm, it's a little hot for a while. Maybe open the window. Well, your body doesn't open a window. It takes any of the extra carbs, extra glucose, and throws them in your fat cells. Okay, so the other method of heating your house might be to walk over and, I don't know, with my umbrella. Walk over, actually I think the rain has subsided. Oh, let's hope. The other thing you can do is walk over to the thermostat and set it to 68. And then, all day, your house is at 68. It doesn't flare up to 75. It doesn't drop to 64. It stays right at 68 without you doing a thing. And that's running on ketones. So when your body doesn't have food coming in all of the time, it can flip over and run on its internal thermostat, ketones. I guess I do need this a little. So why no snacking? Well, if you're putting logs on the fire and it can flare up and get too hot, what you're doing every time is calling in we're kicking off the insulin, that whole system that finds the carbs and feeds them to your muscles, yes, but they're not working out and you're eating a lot of carbs, shuttles them all off to fat storage. And you're doing that all day long. Even if you're not eating so many carbs, you're still finding your body is still finding whatever it can and putting it into fat storage. So if you have a weight loss goal, you don't want to be snacking all day long. It doesn't really matter what you're snacking on, just don't snack. If you have a clarity goal, a brain health goal, your brain prefers to run on ketones. Some will say it prefers carbs because it's going to burn those carbs off first. I think that's kind of like self-preservation, because as anyone who's diabetic or knows a diabetic knows, there's a problem with low blood sugar and high blood sugar. It's dangerous. There's no danger running on ketones. There's no danger. Your body knows exactly what it's doing. And you're clearer minded. So if that's your goal, you want to run on ketones, so you don't want to snack. The third reason you might be eating clean low carb is just You want to get rid of all of the artificial, man-made, toxic foods from your system. Okay. Just know that those logs on the fire, they also, according to the glucose goddess and others, equate to faster aging. Maybe you want to age faster. Maybe you're 14 and can't wait till you're 16 so you can get a driver's license. That's likely not the case. All right, so how do we not snack all day? Well, there are tips. I've got tips. My baby steps are things like drink lots of water, have mineral salt with your water, choose xylitol gum. Those all help. But what I have discovered, and I should update that page, is eggs. When I get up in the morning, I might feel like eating. And I'm going to be honest with you. I never feel like eating eggs. Once I make them, once I have that first bite, I love them. I love every bite. And when I finish a big old plate of eggs and bacon, I'm not interested in food anymore at all. Now, I have tried this with leftovers. Last night's taco meat, or chicken bake, or chicken broccoli casserole, or whatever. It doesn't have the same effect. I don't know why. But for some reason, the satiety that I hit after eating a plate of bacon and eggs helps me not feel like eating food for hours and hours. So that's my best tip for no snacking. I've reversed the worst of my early Alzheimer's symptoms through a clean low-carb diet, and that's what I'd like to talk about here on my little channel. I'm doing 30 days of sunrise walks. Isn't it glorious? If you're interested in my 30 tips for clean low-carb eating, check the description below. Thank you for spending time with me today. Thank you for liking my video, commenting on my video, sharing my video. And until next time, let's all stay strong, wise, kind, and good. Choose good food for good health. Bye.